So we're gonna go ahead and work on the go forward cue. And when I ask for my go forward cue, I usually start with adding pressure with my upper leg first. By my upper leg, I mean like from my waist down to my knee, I'll squeeze, right? If when I squeeze with my upper leg, if my pony doesn't move out, then what I'll do is I'll squeeze kind of like with my calves, okay? So I'll start at the top of my lower leg, I'll put my calf on my pony. And if my pony doesn't move off of that calf pressure, then I'll put some heel on my pressure until my pony gives me good forward, right? So what that looks like though is at any point, if my pony responds to that pressure, and by respond, that means going forward. So going backwards won't get me to release the pressure. Going sideways won't get me to release the pressure. But if they go forward, then I will release that pressure to let them know that they made a good decision by going forward, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and start by applying pressure with my upper leg. So I'm squeezing from my hip down to my knee, and it was just light pressure and she's moving forward away from that. So I take the pressure away. Now, she's had this done, but when I'm first starting this, if my pony isn't familiar with this, I'll just let them kind of drift wherever they want to go. Like, I don't care where they go. Now I'm directing her because she knows how to direct. She knows where I want her to go. I want her to keep her moving here. But once I get forward at first, when I'm just asking, I'll just let her go forward. And then when I'm ready for her to stop, I'm just going to actually slowly flex her to a stop. So I want her to give to this pressure there and then release. And so it's this idea of softening her to the stop through the flexion. You'll see a lot of people when they're teaching this to a horse, they'll ask the horse to go forward and they'll just rake that horse's nose around and just flex them into a hard stop. That's not what I want. I want her to be a part of the process. I want her to figure out what I'm asking. So here we go. I'm gonna start with squeezing with my upper leg. Okay, that's my waist to my knee. She's moving off of that. I'm gonna soften her to a stop by flexing her. I'm gonna wait for her to nicely give and soften. She's kind of tossing that head up a little bit, getting stiff there. She softened, then I'll let her out. I'm gonna squeeze again. I'm gonna direct her to the left this time. I'm gonna draw her to a stop right here. I'm gonna take a nice big deep breath as well. And I'm gonna just wait for her to give good. Okay, so something else that I do, even when I flex my horse to a stop, I'm gonna ask her to go forward here. She's not going, okay, she went. I take the pressure off of my leg. I'm gonna take a nice big deep breath as I flex her so that she really understands that by that breath, that means, hey, slow down, give. Very good. She's giving. She's kind of resisting a little bit. I'm just gonna wait for her to soften into my hand. There we go. Then I'll release. So now that she's softened both directions, left and right, softening through the flexing, now I'm gonna see if I can get her to stop with both hands. So again, I'm gonna ask for forward. I'm squeezing with my upper leg. She's not moving. Now I'm going to my calf. Now I'm using a little bit of heel. Now I'm bumping with my heel there. Okay, now I'm gonna draw my hands down and I'm gonna just gently start to apply pressure and let her kind of find that stop. Again, not a hard stop. I'm applying pressure. When I see that if I'm applying pressure, she's responding and she's starting to slow down, then I kind of stick with her until she finds that stop and settles those feet. Okay, so we're softening her to a stop.